Hey everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Alicia and today we are going to talk about something a little bit different, and it is how I save my money to purchase my designer items. Like, how do I afford it? What do I do? And yeah, to give you guys a bit of an inside scoop on how I get these designer items. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. If you are an existing subscriber, hello and welcome back. This is something a bit different to what I normally do, but I really wanted to share with you guys how I purchase these items, how do I afford these items, and yeah, hopefully I can share with you guys some tips on saving. So this video is about how I save for my designer items, like my handbags and my shoes, but it can also be how to save for a holiday, for a new car, for anything really, for a house. These are just really great tips if you want to be a bit smarter with your purchasing and just try and save some money so you can get to that goal that you are wanting to get to. So my first hack when it comes to saving is, when you know what it is you want to get and you want to save your money for, create an account in your bank that is specifically for that purchase. It could be, the title could be holiday, or it could be, you've got to be specific. I feel like if you are specific, it just allows you to envision why you are saving and keep you on track a little bit more. So instead of saying designer handbag, I would put in there, for example, a Dior saddlebag, and just leave it at that and just put money into that. If you are saving for multiple things, there's no harm. You can just do a couple of accounts and make sure you save for them in their own individual account. If you kind of lump everything together, it gets a bit messy. And if you are like wanting to save for a holiday and for, let's say, a pair of shoes, keep them separate. And that way you can track on how you're going and how close you're getting to your goal. So once you've got your accounts set up and you know what it is you're saving for, take a small percentage of your weekly salary, fortnightly salary, monthly salary, however it is you get paid, and put them in the account. So it can be, once you've paid your rent, your bills, your food, your fuel, once all your bills and everything is covered and you've got your spending money left, take a percentage of your spending money and put it into that savings account. Don't put too much pressure on yourself and say you're going to put all of it in your savings account or you're going to put 50% in, because life, you know, you are out there, you're going out, you're seeing people, you're doing things come up. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just put a little bit away each week or whenever it is you get paid, and you can slowly watch your account grow. One of the biggest things I struggle with is purchasing coffee. Now, that is when I am saving for something, I really reel it in on purchasing coffee. I avoid purchasing coffee at cafes, takeaways, because in New Zealand to buy one cup of coffee is about $4 to $6, which is quite a lot if you're buying one a day, sometimes two a day. Over the course of a week, that can easily equal to $40 to $50 that you could be saving. That's one thing that I definitely try and cut back on, because if I don't get my coffee, I don't get my muffin, you know, that's easily nearly $10 right there that I could be spending each day. So I cut that out completely when it comes to my savings. I do splurge, like let's say once a week I'll get a coffee and a muffin, and that way it's a bit more special and I'm not excessively purchasing and throwing money out there when I could be doing alternative routes. So when I am saving, if you have access to a coffee machine, one of those like pods, you can get a coffee pod and they can range anywhere from 80 cents to $1, and there's your coffee. Or you can just go instant. There's nothing wrong with instant. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you wanna go. So if instant coffee is what you gotta do, then definitely by all means go for it. Another one of my tips is avoid purchasing food. So when you are out, try not to buy your lunches, try not to buy your brekkies, try not to go out to dinner all the time. Try and make food at home. But you will save so much money if you bring your own lunch to work, if you have brekkie before you leave the house, or if you have brekkie at work, and avoid going out to dinner or getting takeaways. These can consume so much of our money. It's all great and dandy, but if you are trying to save, I definitely recommend reeling it in and bringing your own food. Like if you want to go out to brunch on Sunday with the girls, or if you want to go out to dinner and catch up with some friends, that is totally fine. I'm not telling you not to do these things. I'm just saying don't do them all the time. So if you are saving, try and avoid splurging and going out to dinner. Have dinner at home, invite people around. When I save for a designer item, I always go through my current wardrobe and I see what there is that I haven't touched or I haven't worn in six plus months. So if it's been sitting in my cupboard and I haven't worn it, and I'm not really digging it, or I'm just not feeling it anymore, I will resell it. I cannot recommend reselling your clothing. If you have got just anything, it doesn't matter what it is, chuck it on eBay, chuck it on your local reselling app or website. So in New Zealand we have Trade Me and Designer Wardrobe, where you can just chuck up your things on there and yeah, you can get some money, be it $5, be it $100, who knows what the items are that you've got to resell. They can instantly lift your savings account quite fast if you do have some items that you're willing to sell. That's one of the main things I also do is, yes, I will do a clear out of things that I don't wear anymore and I will sell them, and any money that I make I will put straight into my savings account. Last but not least, a key, I cannot stress to you guys enough, this is one of the most important steps, and once you've consciously kind of got it on your mind, it is just a great thing to have in life in general. And that is, do I need it or do I want it? Because need and want are two completely different things. If it's more of a want than a need, then it's not really something that you necessarily have to have right now, which means you can hold off getting it after you've got your purchase. Now, these are just a couple of tips that I use that have really helped me get my purchases that I really wanted. I use this for majority of my designer items. The beauty about doing this for a designer item is that it gives you the time to really think about, do you need this item? Do you want this item? Are you happy with spending this amount of money on this purchase, and will you get the satisfaction out of it that you really deserve? Because the saving and the time and the thought and everything that goes into it, it should make the purchase way more worthwhile and make you smarter about purchasing. So these are also great tips just for saving in general. I mean, it's good to do this anyways. If you haven't got a reason or something to save for, it's good to kind of always have these thoughts in the back of your head, because you never know what could happen. A rainy day could happen and you might need some money, and it's always good to have a bit of extra savings in your account. So I hope that these tips have helped you guys out, and these are what I use to save for my designer items. It can be a slow, grindy process, but it just makes the purchase so much more worth it when you get to that point, because you just feel so accomplished that you've got this far, and once you've got it in your hands, it's just it's really, really nice. So I hope you guys can get there if you are thinking of purchasing anything. Hopefully this helped. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. If you haven't already, please give me a subscribe and a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!